My son Andrew and I often find ourselves in spirited discussions on all sorts of subjects because he and I see the world so differently. He'll sometimes ask me my opinion on something, knowing I have an opinion on everything, and I'll gladly share it with him. If it doesn't align with what he thinks or what he expected me to say, he'll ask me on what I'm basing it. Most of the time, I can give a logical explanation that he will accept, though not usually agree with. But there are occasions when my reasons for thinking in a certain way have no foundation. It's just how I feel about or see something. That makes him crazy. Since Andrew is a deep analytical thinker, he always has a reason for his opinions and can't understand why I don't. These types of friendly debates can be fun, at least they are for Andrew and I, and they're harmless because they revolve around matters of opinion rather than truth, which is one subject on which we are in full agreement. But what is the basis of truth? Our society would lead us to believe that there's no such thing, that everything is relative to what I think, and you and I make our own reality. This mindset is what Paul is warning us about in Colossians 2:8. See to it that no one takes you captive through hollow and deceptive philosophy, which depends on human tradition and the basic principles of this world rather than on Christ. The views of man are simply opinions, and when we try to make principles out of them, they can entrap and deceive us. They are also ultimately hollow or empty because they have no real basis. Not so with Christ. Who he is and what he taught is the truth upon which we can stand. The reality, whether we choose to accept it or not, is that the entirety of the Scriptures is the only sure foundation and the only basis upon which we should judge all things.